Well, Kendrick, to quote little baby Chicken Brine Sweet, it was a night in Dallas. Not so much for the Dallas Wings as the Dallas Wings lose to the Caitlin Clarkless Indiana Fever tonight.
Yeah, man. Caitlin Clark wasn't in the building, but
she was in the building. No, she was in the building.
She wasn't on the floor. I mean, she was on the floor, but she wasn't playing. But I guess we can call her. Unfortunately, Kelsey Dallas Wing Killer Mitchell was on the floor tonight.
Yeah.
And gave.
How many times has she done killed the Wings, my lord?
Yeah, I think she's averaging 30 against the Wings ever since I've been watching the Wings. It's like every time I see her play Indiana play the Wings, she gets 30 on us every game.
Yeah, that's about right.
And she got a 32-piece as Kendrick Perkins said, she got a 32-piece nugget dinner with extra ranch sauce on the side and a Sprite. She gave it to us tonight. But the story that I hear Brian saying heck of a comeback effort, but the only problem with that is you can't get you the reason why you had a comeback effort because you came out flat in the first quarter. You cannot.
Oh my God!
They were down 30.
Like 62 at one point.
Yeah, I mean they were down by 23 at one point in that first quarter. It was at the end of the first quarter. It was 33-13. And as our favorite coach, Coach Kidd, always says, the problem when you're down that much and down that far, and you got to come back. You have to exert so much energy to get that come back. When you get down to the bones of the fourth quarter, you got nothing else, and that's what happened in the fourth quarter. The last 450 of the game, the Wings didn't score a bucket because they had ran out of energy. And the rough thing about that is, well, you got a back-to-back. You spend all that energy in this game. Now you got to turn around and play a Washington team who's sitting up watching you, waiting on you.
You got Sonya and Kiki coming in,
waiting on you tomorrow night. So it's gonna be a rough. If the Wings don't win tomorrow, I wouldn't be shocked if they get blown out tomorrow, because that's a tough back-to-back, especially with that kind of energy they had and the effort. Go ahead, man.
I ran into Kurt Miller tonight. He was not a happy camper.
Kurt Miller at halftime probably told them girls, "Hey, if you don't get it together, we're not moving to Dallas. They may move us to Texarkana to play basketball." So
not Texarkana.
They put Texarkana. Y'all better get it together. I mean, I don't know.
Texarkana.
So I don't know whether it was nerves or maybe all the stars and stuff was in there, but everybody, I mean, they were just out of it. The Fever scored the.
Right, Kendrick's right. The stars were out tonight. We had Kyrie Irving tonight. We had Cade Cunningham. We had Pudge, Georgia Moore, Micah Parsons. I said Pudge, right? Nancy Lieber was there. Cynthia Cooper was there.
Hold on. How many shoes did Micah Parsons get from off of Celebrity today? Because I know he got some. How many shoes he had?
I saw him taking Cade Cunningham at the game. Cade Cunningham appeared to have his shoes on when he left the arena, so I think he's safe.
Because y'all hope y'all safe, man. He'll take your shoes right off your feet. He like the Dallas Cowboys version of Debo. You know, and on Friday, he taking shoes right off his feet, man. Say on my shoes. Man, but
still a great night.
Get Cade Cunningham shoes. Yeah, the Stars were out, unfortunately. The Wings game wasn't out, especially that first quarter. They were down 33-13. They proceeded to outscore the Indiana Fever from the rest of the way, but just like I said, ran out of gas, and it led to a 94-86 defeat. Wings fall to 4-13. Indiana Fever moved to 8-8. They lost their first game of a back-to-back yesterday against what was it, LA. So they rebounded. Next up for the Wings, back to the CPC. Some people they say might be right back where they belong. Against big time rookie.
That Friday night iron record is not good.
Yeah, big time. Big time.
Happy caught it. Happy caught it right. He said it was Paige versus the Fever tonight. I looked up. She had 18. She had 18. Melissa was still on 2. Kalia was on 2. I think Enrique was on like 7 or 6. Lee was on 2. I said, "Oh Lord."
Yeah. Somebody said, "Yeah." Listen. I love our baby sister. I love our baby sister. But her sitting up there trying to co-sign for Enrique. Enrique was god awful, and she deserved to get benched in this game. She was god awful in them first 3 quarters. I mean, no kind of effort. She was bad on defense, so she got somebody it wasn't her. Please, yes, it was. This was a night you needed Enrique to show up, to show out, and she can't. And she had nothing in this game. I mean, it was basically like Walt said. I'm happy to say it was Paige versus the whole Indiana Fever team. My God, thank goodness Caitlin Clark didn't play. I mean, Jesus, it may have been a 45-point lead.
Let them tell her she might have won. She plays. They say she putting up all them bricks in there lately.
Well, baby, that is. But next up for the Wings, fabulous freshmen. I mean, big time rookies. Sonia and Kiki. And let me tell you something. It's gonna be tough on Paige because I haven't seen anybody guard Paige. Really great to see except Sonia. She's got that limp, so it's gonna be tough on Paige tomorrow night. But hey, nobody feels sorry for it. It's the first back-to-back of the year. You got to get ready for it.
Well, we've got the post-game interviews already. Let's roll them out. Shout out to Grant, man. He's doing some great work over there, man. Shout out to Grant Abseth. Go follow his YouTube account, Grant at Grant Abseth. Here it is, Kendrick. Let's get right into it.
If you and Kyrie shared a moment there, just what did that moment mean to you?
Women's basketball had figured for me, and to finally meet him in person, it was a great moment.
Isaac, go ahead.
Paige, you talked about the support for women's basketball. Obviously, sold out game tonight, 20,000 people in the stands. What does a game like this at an arena like this mean for the Dallas Wings and for you personally?
Yeah, it's just makes you excited for the future and what it can continue to look like if we keep investing in women's sports, keep letting us play in platforms like this, arenas like this. There was a great turnout, a great environment. It just makes you excited as an individual and as a team to continue to keep representing Dallas. And so, yeah, just excited for the movement.
Maya, go ahead. You guys came back after being down up to 20 points early. I mean, what does that
page, you and Kyrie shared a moment there. Just what did that moment mean to you?
You hear the sound now, Kendrick?
Mm-mm.
Oh. I don't know, man. It's this computer. Give me a second. I'll let it.
Time to get another
I'm gonna have
one.
to download it. Well, you know, I use my laptop, man. Of course, my laptop crashed on me, guys. So we're using the desktop computer, and boy, oh boy, is it not going well. All right, I'm gonna try it again. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That desktop computer starting just like the Wings
You talk about a
started this
long
game. Started like the Wings did. Oh, man. But guys, while Walt tries to start it up,
Nah, I'm just gonna down I'm just gonna download it. I'm just gonna
why
download it.
he's
It comes
down.
out better when the download instead of trying to play it.
Well, he's downloaded. As we look at this game, I'll try to dissect it a little bit. Once again, a missed opportunity. No Caitlin Clark, but like I said before, they still got Kelsey Milson, and ever since I've been watching the Wings, Kelsey Milson been a Dallas Wing killer. I mean, she's ever since I haven't watched the Wings as long
Well, I'm
as
glad you said that, but I want to talk about something real quick.
yeah.
The atmosphere in the arena tonight. It actually was a pack sold out night tonight.
Yeah, I
Even
saw it,
without
man.
Caitlin Clark not playing, it still was a pack. And if you came and in the front row, you could down there in the front row, you got an autograph from Caitlin Clark at least.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, listen, man, listen. People spent their money. They ain't finna waste. They ain't finna waste their money on that. They coming. Okay, I mean, but it was a lot. It looked at the atmosphere looked live. The fans went, especially when the Wings started getting back into the game, and like it looked like I said, they fed off the crowd. So it was a great atmosphere. I hope that this is not the last of games. The Wings can have games there before they move permanently into the downtown. Whether it's sometime, if they could, sometime more this season, or maybe
There's no
a couple.
other game that'll be big enough to get inside the arena. That game is big enough.
Okay.
It was big enough. The name of Caitlin Clark is the reason why it was.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe I'm just saying it. If you can do it a couple more times next season, maybe when Indiana comes back, because they play everybody plays everybody twice home and away.
Yeah,
you get that game back up in there.
We're going back to the CPC in August. Sorry, if you missed them at the American Airlines Center this time, you won't see them again at the American Airlines Center. They'll be at the CPC the next time.
Oh, well. But yeah, anyway, but like I said, live atmosphere, especially when the Wings got back into it. But like I said before,
all right, we got that post game interview. We got it now. It's that.
Yeah, man, I saw Enrique shaking her head over
there. A lot of people shaking their head. I told you, I saw Kurt Miller. He was not having. He was shaking his head. He was definitely shaking 13.
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
Create my own shot, which also helps me create for others. But reading what the game needs for me on that given night, and for this team, what this team needs me to be, which is I feel like is aggressive on offense. And then my teammates doing a great job of getting me the ball, screening, coach drawing up plays for me, and giving me the opportunity to do that.
Hi, Paige. That half court, or not half court, that halftime right before that buzzer beater shot, was that the hope? Was that the spark? Was that the momentum that you feel like you and your teammates needed to go into that second half to get those to get the lead over Indiana a couple times there?
I think for the most part, a lot of our effort in the second quarter on doing our very slow start to cut it to 13 after we were down 23. That was just huge. We wanted to get it to as close as to 10 as possible. And then I think really the spark was that third quarter defensively, us locking in and really paying attention to the details of the scout and making things as difficult as possible for them.
Paige, you talked about Kyrie being your favorite player, and his game compared to yours, the dribbling, the ball handling, shiftiness, the mid-range game. How did you decide that that was the right style for you when you were developing your game?
I want to be as unguardable as possible, and I feel like Kyrie's probably one of the most unguardable people to ever play the game, so that starts with scoring at all three levels, so adapting the mid-range game was super essential for me in my game, and also being able to get to the rim, shooting from behind the three-point line, so I guess just looking to be a three.
All right, man. This thing is not gonna cooperate tonight, man. This is a piece of crap.
All right.
I don't understand him.
All right, man. Hey, it is what it is. Things happen. I
guess you or what, man? But something. It's been listen. Let me tell you something. It's been a long day. Okay, let me put it to you like this. I've been at the Wings. I had to go to the Wings this morning to shoot around. The greatest thing that happened to me today was I got to ride in the car with Nancy Lieberman over. Nancy Lieberman drove me over to the Cooper Flag press conference interview. We'll go over there for about an hour or two. I go get me some Hall's chicken, come back here to the studio to get some stuff and get changed and get dressed. Go back to the American Airlines Center. Be there all night. Of course, the Wings lose. Then I go to the press conference. I get the Indiana fever, and then it take the Wings forever to come. So I just decided to come on back here to the studio to do the show. And now this is what I got to deal with, technical difficulties.
Yeah, man, but you know what? At least you got to get some Hall's chicken, man.
Yeah.
All right. Hey.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, man, got to get some Hall's chicken, man. Some good chicken. That's a good chicken. Got good peppers, man. Got good jalapenos. I mean, but like I said, continue what I was saying. Kelsey Mitchell she's my BFB DFW player of the game once again, getting it done. 32 points, 7 out of 11 from the field, 6 out of 8. She really started that onslaught in the first quarter. Just getting it done for the Fever. She had a mentality, hey, we're not losing this game. I thought the Wings got back in it when she wasn't on the floor. As soon as she got back on the floor, things changed. I mean, Leah Boston also, she had a nice game, 21 and 6 rebounds. Also had 3 assists in this game. It's the first time our girl Miss Lee, she kind of got a little abused in there in the paint right there by Miss Leah. She didn't fall down tonight.
Yeah.
She handled the business. But for the wing, it was Paige Beckers versus the world. AJ Azar, she had a good game tonight too. 14 points in the game. JQ, good defense in the game. Hines Allen, she had her moments. This Nessa Smith, 10 boards in the game, 7 points. She had she did a good job rebounding, but kind of was inefficient on the offensive end, but rebounded the ball. Melissa rebounded the ball
very
well.
inefficient. It was the time I looked up. She was on 2 points for like 2-3 quarters.
Yeah. She kind of got a little cluster and got to 7. But also Kia Charles,
5 more points.
Kia Charles, she had 2 points. 4 boards in this game, didn't do much. That was it for the for the Wings. But like I said, what carried the Indiana Fever today was Kelsey Mitchell and Leah Boston, and also given Natasha Howard played her best game I think of the season. I mean, maybe she wanted some get back. Somebody said something bad.
Natasha is going for MVP.
Yeah, I mean, she had 15 and 13 today. 15 had a big time double. 15 and 13 today.
Ooh.
4 assists, and she made some heck of the 3 steals. And she made some heck of them defensive plays late in the game to kind of sturdy the ship when Dallas got on their run. But she came out today fist and fire. Man, she was diving on the ground. I never saw her dive on the ground when she was in a Wings jersey. She was diving on the floor and everything. I mean, using which I saw in the Wings jersey walking when the ball was out there. She kind of
maybe
held the knees and stuff like that.
Is what got her to play like that tonight, because she was here last year.
Hold up. Yeah, I mean, every time Natasha saw a loose ball last season, she kind of held the knees and said, "Man, my knees hurt. I can't get down there." But boy, she's falling on the ground today. So, but big time game for her.
The thing is also is that she remember when she left, she emphatically left. Like, she made it known. She was like, "I will not." She sent out a letter. "I will not be returning to the Dallas Wings."
Well, I mean, listen, hey man, she showed up on her first return to the Metroplex to the FW area. So big time game from her. McDonald had a good game, 13 points. Just like I said, it was an onslaught in the first quarter, Walt, and the Wings they came back and took the lead, but just for a minute, and then Indiana Fever took back control of it. And that's kind of where we at with it. You ready for some stats and facts?
1 second. Yeah, go ahead. By the time you do that, the highlights should be done.
All right. Let's get to these stats and facts brought to you by myself, and I am Walt Chisholm. So Walt Chisholm. Hey, man, you looking, boy. Look at these things. Hey, man, it's this is the reason why Indiana won this game. Indiana, they shot 59%, almost 60% from the field. That'll get you a dub in any basketball game, men's, women's, college, pro, whatever. 59% from the field. You're doing some scoring. They shot 60% in the first half. So in the first quarter. Oh, excuse me, 70% in the first quarter alone. That's not. I mean, that's some bad defense. To my bad starts. Coach CK always talks about that's another bad start. But meanwhile, the Wings shot 43% from the field. Both teams didn't shoot. Shot the three not that much tonight. The Wings were 6-17, 35%. Meanwhile, the Fever they were 6-14 for 43%. Free throws advantage Wings just a little. The Wings were 22 out of 25 for 88%. Meanwhile, the Fever were 18 of 22 for 82%. Rebounds heavily in favor of the Indiana Fever. The Wings came in the third best rebounding team in the league, the fourth best offensive rebounding team. They got out rebounded by 9 overall, 32 to 23. They did have the advantage in the offensive boards. Offensive glass though, 9-5 on that category. But going to assists, 23-21 in favor of the Fever. Steals 6-5, also favor Indiana. Blocks 3-1 in favor of the Wings. Total turnovers. The Indiana Fever had more turnovers, but they gave up less points. The Indiana Fever had 13 turnovers, Walt. They only gave up 9 points to the Wings. Meanwhile, the Wings had 8 turnovers, but they gave up 14 points to the Fever on there. So, like I said before, Indiana Fever had more turnovers, but they gave up less points off their turnovers than what the Wings did. Fast break points heavily in favor of the Indiana Fever. They were running and gunning, especially in that first quarter. 12-5 in favor of Indiana. Points in the paint, slight favor to Indiana also. Probably because of Leah Boston was getting work done down there. 48-42 in the game. Let's get down to the box score, if you will. For the losing team, our Dallas Wings, Alyssa Smith, inefficient day. She had a lot of rebounds, but boy, she was horrible on the offensive end. 3 of 8 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. She's a poor free throw shooter. 1 of 3 from the free throw line. She's shooting around about 62% from the free throw line this season. In 26 minutes of play, she had 7 points. She was a -5 in the game. She also had 5 fouls in the game, man. Thanks. She almost had more. She had more fouls. Almost had more fouls than points. But she did have 2 assists and 10 boards in the game. Lee, it was a rough night for her. She got the business handed to her about Leah. She only had 7 points herself. She was a -5. Her worst game of the season. Since she joined the Wings. She's now 1-1 as a starter. She had 1 assist, 3 boards in the game. She was 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3 in 30 minutes of play. Enrique, she was god awful in this game, 15 points, but she was a -10. Had 1 block, one block, 1 steal, 1 assist, 1 rebound in the game. 5 of 12 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line in 32 minutes of play. She was just not aggressive at all. Maybe she's saving it up for tomorrow night. It was so bad for her. I think she got benched in the early part of the fourth quarter, and the Wings came back. But as soon as they put her back in there, the Wings started trailing. Yeah, read into that what you made. Kill Charles, 14 minutes. She was god awful also. Her worst game since coming back for a hardship contract. She only had 2 points. She was a -6. 3 assists, 4 rebounds in this game. 0 of 4 from the field. 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Paige Beckers, it was Paige against the world. It's just me against the world. It's just me against the world, baby. That's what Tupac says. Paige probably listening to that song on her way back to the crib, or Hurtado, whichever one. You know, she stays in both a lot.
Hurtado was already, sir.
She said, she's saying right now, keep it open. I need to waste my sorrows on your fajitas, on some ribs tonight.
I've got to tell you, I ended up going into the Modelo Club, and guess what I found tonight? The fajitas. I found the fajitas tonight.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Tight fajita meat. Tight fajita meat. I mean, boy.
But to cover it up, they had some brisket and some pulled pork. The brisket and pulled pork was actually good, and macaroni and cheese and some beans.
Yeah, but that fajita meat, it probably took you about 5 minutes to chew a piece.
I bit it and pulled.
He probably said, "Is this bubble gum in my mouth?" I know he had bubble gum. Anyway, but anyway, Paige Beckers, 36 minutes.
It is like chewing bubble gum.
God dog it, what it takes. That bubble gum. Oh, she was 9 of 18 for the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 7 of 7 for the free throw line. 29 minutes. She started off a little sketchy, but she turned it on late. She was a -9 though. She had 2 steals, 2 blocks, 6 assists, and a board for Paige Beckers. Hines Allen, 23 minutes. She was 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. She had 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 steal.
All 3 times.
She was a -8 that had 9 points. AJ, Isaiah James, 26 minutes, 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. She had a good game. She seemed to get more and more comfortable. She gets more and more minutes. She had 14 points. She had 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 assists, and a board. JQ, 13 minutes. He was 1 of 2 from the field. It had 5 points, including and 1 to get the Wings their first lead of the game. She was a +3, had 3 assists and 2 rebounds in the game. For the Indiana Fever, like we said before, Natasha Howard, big time game for her. She had 15 and 13 in the game. She also had 3 steals and 4 assists. She was a +16. 6 of 9 of the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 32 minutes in play. In her return to the DFW area. Aaliyah Boston, 35 minutes. She was 9 of 14 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 21 points. She was a +3. She looked like she looked like the South Carolina phenom who was in college tonight. She showed the whole repertoire tonight to lead. Like we said before, Kelsey Mitchell, she's my DFW player of the game. Once again, she gave us a 30-piece. She had 32 tonight. She's a +9. She had 7 assists, 3 rebounds in this game. She was 11 of 17 from the field in 34 minutes of play. 4 of 6 from 3, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. In this game, she just killed us. She kills us all the time. McDonald, 30 minutes. She was 6 of 9 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 assists, 2 rebounds. She was a +5, had 13 points in the game. Hall, she had 3 points. She was a -7. She had one steal, 2 boards in this game. She was 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3 in 21 minutes of play. Timpson, 14 minutes. She had 3 points. She was a -3. Had 1 steal, 2 rebounds, 0 of 2 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Colson, 12 minutes. She had 2 points. She was a +2. She had 3 assists. She was 1 of 2 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. And Cunningham, Sophie Cunningham, 24 minutes. She was 1 of 2. So 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds. She was a +15, 1 steal, just 5 points. But boy, she looked great tonight. Just look at her IG. And that is your stats and facts of this 94-86 defeat to the Indiana Fever. The Indiana Fever go to 8-8. The Wings fall to 4-13, but no chance to rest on your sorrows. Back at it again tomorrow night at the CPC. The Washington Mystics are in town waiting for them. Walt, back to you.
All right, let's take a look at I know technically last night was ladies' night, but tonight it was a night in Dallas. So why don't we just go ahead and make this ladies' night tonight. As we take a look at the highlights of this game. Oh, we got a comment here. Not really been keeping up with the Dallas Wings. What's something in your opinion that the Wings need to do to win consistently? Kid, would you like to take that one?
Yeah, her name Enrique Awali. That's what they need. She's not been good at all. As good as she was last season, even though the season was bad, she was excellent in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage. She's down across the board and all of that. We know who the best player on this team is. I don't know if it's the system because she don't have the ball in the hand all the time or what it is,
well, just give her the ball and get out of the way.
Yeah, but that's not the system they run in. She's not getting better in it. She's kind of she's kind of recessing in it. That's something regressing in it. So that's a problem, and that's when I made the comment.
What people the fuck was this, Bruce?
Yeah, I said the same thing about her game today. That's why I made the comment. People didn't like it, but listen. Sometimes you just don't fit it. The system you're in, you just don't fit it, and she needs to be somewhere.
It's not that she's not buying into the system.
Well, if you're not buying into the system, you're not gonna fit it, Walt. I mean, you're not gonna fit it.
It's not that because she's not It's not that she don't fit. She's not even attempting to fit into it. She basically saying, "I'm just gonna do. I ain't doing that. I'm gonna wait for the ball like I've been waiting, and I'm gonna chuck it up when it comes to me."
Well, okay. Well, tomatoes. But either way, it's why I made the comment that it's time to maybe see her on out of here.
It's either that or you got to change the coach.
So because she's not buying into it, and
a lot of the veterans aren't though.
And like I said before, you got vets on there who I guess what he knows he's running a team, not buying into it. So at the trade deadline, we know how this season is going to end. It's not going to end in the playoff spot. Let's get that on out the way. It's about looking at. No, they're not. It's about looking at your young rookies and your young women and seeing what they got, and seeing what you can build here, what kind of culture you can build here, and see what you can get for Enrique. Trade up for some assets you can use.
And not to cut you off, but Malcolm,
go ahead.
Malcolm Kendrick is right, and Kendrick me and Kendrick have talked about this. You can't have it both ways. If you're gonna hire a first-time coach, then you have to commit to a rebuild. You cannot hire a first-time coach and put him with veteran players. He has to go young. He can't get veterans to buy into what he's trying to do. Now, you either gonna fire him or you're gonna have to bring in a skilled coach that can coach his team. I told you I preferably wanted Christy Sides. You're gonna have to bring in a coach that can manage players and egos and work with the young ones too. This coach ain't it. If you're gonna commit to a rebuild, commit to a rebuild. Can't have it both ways.
And I'm all for that. I want to keep Coach CK. I think he's when he's got players on the court that's able to buy into the system. Like I said, it was kind of funny that they made the comeback when she wasn't on the floor. They actually made a comeback when she wasn't on the.
They start losing.
When she got back in there, then like everything changed. Listen, he's a first-year coach. I don't believe in firing coaches in their first year. I think that's a waste.
The NBA and the WNBA does.
Yeah, I don't believe you let a guy coach, at least give him a couple of years to see. And like I said before, and if she's not buying the system, send her somewhere where she has a chance to compete for a playoff spot and whoever veterans it, and go young and just build a team. Build the team. You got to build the team all right young, and then that way you got a core here that's growing together with your young coach and your young core. That's the way I would do it. But I don't call any shots there. But I think it's a push-pull tug of war going on there, and it's nothing. It's going to lead to more and more frustrations and more losing, and unfortunately, that's kind of where these situations all end up leading to. So I'm not a fan of. I mean, Walt said his opinion about the change in the coach. I'm not a fan of that.
No. I said if you're not going to commit to a rebuild, then you have to fire him. But if you're telling you want to go young and start rebuilding, then keep him. But you're gonna have to get rid of. You got to get rid of most veteran, a lot of the veteran players on this team. You're gonna have to.
Like I said before, they're not helping you, so you need to go. They're not helping you win games. I mean, we still trying to wonder is I saw DJ jump off the court, start dance when they made it come. I'm still trying to wonder where the injury rib is, but
okay. So I can confirm. I can't confirm. Now, I watched her at practice earlier, and when she was shooting, she was trying to shoot. She couldn't lift the ball all the way up because her ribs was hurting. But so the early they were trying to shoot. They were trying to shoot half court baskets or whatever. Yeah. And Paige goes, well, if you can shoot, you can play.
Yeah. Well, like I said before, we saw her on IG. She didn't have a hard time lifting that phone up, taking those those So I'm just saying. I mean, if your ribs hurt, I'm just saying, if your ribs hurt, you're doing all this. You're doing all that right now.
Same thing.
Hold on. Okay. Stretch your ribs, don't stretch your ribs doing anything.
This coach doesn't like that standing around 3-point line waiting for the ball so they can cook. He wants more movement and penetration instead of jacking up. And I said that too. Remember after watching him his first day coaching, I said, man, he doesn't want anybody standing around. He wants people moving around. Once you get with the ball, he wants you to move around and go somewhere. And he confirmed that that's what he wanted.
Yeah. And really, that's how they got back in the game. If you notice, Paige,
until Rico came back on the floor, and then they just started losing again.
Yeah, when Paige didn't have the ball when they made it cut, she started doing a lot of cutting, cutting to the basket. A lot of movement. That's what he wants. That's what he wants. He wants you, even if you don't have the ball, move around to get the defense to move. And then if the defense moves, you can get some angles that maybe you can have some advantage on the other side is. But when you're just standing around, just waiting to jack up shots, the defense, that's not hard for the defense can defend easy on that right there. So
you bailing them out on defense. They say barbecue chicken every time they see you on the court.
And this is the funny thing, and I don't mean to pile on Enrique. She's a fantastic individual player, not taking anything from her talent, but she did everything she wanted to do last season. And what did they get them? Got the number 1 pick. She scored all them points. He scored all them points, and he still lost all them games. So it didn't matter. At some point, you're going to have to change the way you do things, wherever she may be. If you want to be a winning player, there's a lot of players that can score a lot of points, but they're not winning players because what they do don't advise to winning. So. That's a bit of advice that I would give to her if she look at this show, she wants to listen. But the fact of the matter
who will be the next big name coming out of the draft? The girls' college basketball sounds like Wings might be getting. No, we're not. The Connecticut Sun are worse than we are. They only got 2 wins. We at least got 4.
Listen. You know who I want. You know, and that's basically
some more games to get Lauren Betts.
That's exactly who I want. I want Lauren Betts. Listen, we talked about this,
I don't know the way Kurt Miller was looking tonight. Woo-wee.
Listen, we talked about this, Walt. You looked at all of the top. Look at all the top teams in the W. They have an elite 5 or 4, and a couple of them have like New York have two elite 5 have 2 elites at both positions. You have to have an elite 4 or 5 in this league if you want to be successful. If you don't have that, if you don't have that elite 5 or that elite 4 on your roster, you're not winning the championship. I'm just putting you're not winning the championship. You're not winning the championship. If you don't have a fee, if you don't have excuse me, a Stewie, you know, if you don't have any of these type
Jones,
Jonquel Jones, you know, if you don't have any of these kind of women, you know, even though she kind of looked old last game, BG. If you don't have any that kind of talent that can get you 20
I
and
don't
10.
know if you can mention. I don't know if you can mention BG. Lily served her up a hot L. Served her up.
I'm just saying. But in her prime,
she was take out the floor.
But in her prime, she was helping the Phoenix Mercury win championship. If you don't have those kind of elite type of bigs, you're not gonna win in this league. You're not gonna win with just outside guards. In this league, you're not. That's just the way it is. You got to have that. And right now,
well, let's take
we don't have that.
Let's take a look at Enrique or these highlights, or maybe they low lights tonight. I told you, it's ladies' night tonight.
We did, but she left. You know, she wanted to get the hell on out of here. She was an elite 4, but she wanted to get the hell up out of here for some reason. Then talking about somebody else drinking too much. What the hell was that about?
Kendrick is right. That 5 or 4, a little stretch component to your post players. Listen. This is why Angel Reese is gonna be scared. Everybody dumping on Angel Reese. If you just sit down and watch Angel Reese is getting ready to be a problem.
Yeah,
with the way he's coaching her. Oh, look at Paige.
And you saw, and like I said, and look like before she left for international ball, Cardosa is starting to buy into it. They're gonna be a problem. Some 2 women get it. They're gonna be a problem, and that's still good. You gotta have that. You look at Aaliyah Boston. We talk about she falls a lot, but when she got her feet together, when she got her feet together, she was a problem tonight. You gotta have that. You gotta have elite 4 or 5.
Oh, well, that was Asia. It was Asia Wilson who said that. Said all you do.
Maybe they fired her up. She wasn't falling tonight.
Said, all you do is follow a flop.
Well, she wasn't falling tonight. She was giving Lee that work tonight.
Certainly.
Up tonight, boy. Good grief.
He said, I don't know if I'm coming or going tonight at the way Lee Boston was.
Yeah, that's AJ, man. She had a good game, 14 points like Aaliyah Boston.
Oh, it's ladies. It's a lady.
Yeah, man. Man, maybe listen.
Yeah, but Hines Allen, they're gonna have to trade.
You can't stop that. You can't stop that. Yeah, man. Listen, I don't know. Maybe she was feeling good tonight, but she just bought her a house. Just bought Aaliyah Boston. She just bought a house. Her parents came with and everything. So maybe she, just bought her first house. Man, she's feeling right.
Ooh,
look at that!
Don't do it like that.
May I have this? May I have this dance? May I have, man? She just kills us every time, man. Now she just kills her every time, man. I ain't trying to put stuff out there, but you won't tell me something, boys. If you gave me a trade option,
pick by
if you gave me a trade option for Enrique for Kelsey,
I take her.
I say, Enrique, you pack your bag. pack your bag. We'll see you down the road.
You going in there?
You going in there? Yeah, you going in there, girl.
Want to wear the home of the
yeah, man. Just don't go to North Indiana. David Duke's up there. Go to Northern Indiana. Go there. Be all right. Oh. I mean, the one thing frustrating me, I'm like you right now, with Alyssa, she's got a lot of talent. But boy, she's giving
them bucket.
She just in and out of it, man. I mean, she's in and out of it. I mean, they were just early in the game. They're just running them out the gym. You cannot. I'm woo. Getting the. I mean, Isaiah's like getting the weight room. Getting the weight room. Miss Hole getting the weight room. Look at the other shot. I mean, they had it going. They had it going. But it's a game of runs, and I'm telling you what, it was started by this young lady right here. This young lady, she said I had enough. Y'all listen, y'all come ride my shoulders. I'm gonna take y'all. I'm gonna try to take y'all to the promised land.
Okay, Lee.
Yeah. Our sister talking about on the group chat talking about Lee trash. I ain't gonna say the other word. Well, girl, who you talking to? Lee was responsible for at least 2 of our wins. If she don't foul out in that Washington game, last Sunday.
Hold on, Kendrick. Let me remind you that Lee is still undefeated in the CPC. She may not be undefeated in the AAC. Yeah, she's undefeated in the CPC. She's not lost in the CPC.
Let me tell you something, sis.
Can't say the same for the AAC.
Let me tell you something, sis. I love you and all, but you better leave my little sushi roll alone. You will get locked in the trunk somewhere with no air hose.
Okay, Paige.
Oh, that
Paige
right there. That right there. That set the building on fire. It gave him a lot of momentum. Let's start off to say, look at Paige. Moving around with the basketball, Ricky. You can learn a lot from that.
Did give enough momentum to come out here and win the game?
Well, I mean, it was her against the world. I mean, she gonna do what she can do. I mean, this is the clear
range jumper.
This the clear cut rookie of the year. She should be an all-star starter in this in the all-star game.
We got Swaggy P and Cooper Swag here in Dallas now.
Speaking of all-star starters, somebody give Kelsey Miller some all-star mentions because that girl's balling.
Okay. Was that a recap?
No, I think that was Alyssa. Like I said, she's got.
No, heck no, that was none of Alyssa. Alyssa ain't running no floor like that.
That may be the recap. That's about all. Yeah, that's about the recap. Now that's Alyssa right there. I mean, she got all that talent, man, and she just need a challenge. She needs to be focused for. She needs to be focused for 4 quarters.
Oh, Sophie, baby. I like it.
Yeah, Sophie Cunningham. Oh, look at that bet. Look, oh man. Oh, peekaboo. Peekaboo. She got the whole repertoire, man.
20 points. My Lord. That was just the third quarter.
That's Sophie. That's Sophie. Excuse me, that's Kelsey. She's come on my favorite player. Eureka, she hit a bucket. She didn't have a lot of highlights in this game. Oh man. Good move.
It ain't Friday for somebody somewhere. Oh, Rika ain't getting paid on that last one.
Problem was she wasn't doing it on the other end. Oh, look at her. That's why she got paid. That's why she got paid. She wasn't doing it on the other end. I'm about to try to get my average. Coach CK said, you ain't get no average in. AJ, I can say he had a good game. Woo!
Natasha Howard said she's going to be MVP.
Let me say something, man. She had her game today, boy.
Oh, Leah Boston talk barbecue chicken.
Yeah, Leah Boston, man. Like I said, man, Paige, they came back. They came back. I mean, Paige.
That back B.
Yeah, that got the crowd. I mean, started feeling herself then. I said, yeah, baby girl feeling herself now. She feeling herself now, boy.
And then here we go. Here goes Zaya to tie it up. I'm sorry, not Zaya. AJ tied it up.
That's JQ. Yeah. Tied up and got the lead.
That was you're right, JQ.
Yep, and got that look. The lead.
Okay, Lee.
It's the stuff right. Right over Ricky. Kind of funny how that she got back in the game.
My God. No. Come on, man. I know Kelsey didn't put Hines down on the floor like that. Come on, man.
Yeah, she did.
You lying to me, dog.
She put Hines down in the weight room.
Oh, no.
She put her in the weight room.
Oh, man.
Oh, what a man one, Natasha Howard. Man, Natasha Howard took over, took control. Like I said before.
Howard said, I'm done. We done.
Like I said before, the Wings didn't score a bucket in the final 450. Couldn't get a field goal. And that led to their demise, man. And that was it. It's hard to come back, but when you waste all that energy, everything has to go right. And unfortunately, the Wings ran out of gas when they got all the way to the summit. Didn't have anything left, and took control of the rest of it. It led to a 94-86 victory for the Indiana. Next up for the like we said, next up for the Wings tomorrow night. Back at the CPC against Washington. Against Sonya and Kiki. They waiting on you.
Yeah, good.
Good luck.
Kiki, what a monster.
Good luck.
Right now, they were saying it was Kiki who was Rookie of the Year, but now they were saying Sonya might be Rookie of the Year.
Listen, Sonya been balling. I still think Paige gonna win it because of the season she having, despite the record. But yeah, man, those two girls are balling, but they may cancel each other out.
She did miss. She did miss. Hopefully, her being out a couple games doesn't hurt her.
As I'm trying to hold on right quick, Walt. You don't mind, sir? If you don't mind, sir, let me see this right quick. I like to do this. Around the W. Tonight, all finals tonight. Let's start off in Seattle as the Connecticut Sun now securely have the worst record in the W. They lose tonight to the Storm, who says, man, Connecticut Sun right on time. We done lost 2 out of the last 3. They right on time. Storm goes to 10-6. They finally get the double digits in the win column. Don't look now, boy. Phoenix Mercury. Boy, they laid it on New York Liberty tonight. 106-91. I mean, they put it on the wall. They put it on them tonight. Satu Sabali, the former wing, boy, I wish he was back here. 25 points in this game. Brianna had 17. But man, they put it on them. The Mercury are quietly the hottest team in the W. So far this season. I mean, they're now 11-4, and 11-4. Now the Liberty go to 12-3. But also the Valkyrie, and I watched the game. The Valkyrie has the best home court advantage in basketball. That crowd is hyped. They beat the Sky. No Cardoza. She's off in fulfilling her Euro basketball thing. What she got going on there, but the Golden State Valkyrie defeated the Chicago Sky 83-78. As we know, the Wings lost to the Fever. Too little, too late for a comeback. And also, big time game tonight. The Minnesota Lynx defeated the Atlanta Dream.
Went overtime.
Went in overtime. Our girl Fee, who I personally think the best player in basketball. 26 points.
Looking to be MVP. Looking to be MVP this year.
She should be MVP. She was robbed last year. And also Breonna Jones for the Dream had 18.
Hey, what did my girl Kayla had? That Savage Life have over there? Kayla McBride.
Kayla McBride. Oh, Kayla McBride had 18.
Oh God.
She had 18 tonight. 18
my favorite point guard in the WNBA right now today.
I mean, I would take her.
Yeah, now I would trade. I definitely would trade Enrique for her. You wouldn't even have to talk me into
it. He says, "Hey man, pack your bag." Hey, listen, you ain't that far.
What you about? Hey, get your stuff together. Come on. Get your stuff together. Come on.
Hey, Walt, you better. Hey, Walt, you tell her which airport you want. You want Love Field, DFW? Which airport you want?
It don't matter. I'll fly you first class.
Which airport you want? But yeah, she had Carlton had 14. Like I said, Fee, she had 26, 6 assists, 7 boards in the game. She also had a steal in the game for the Atlanta Dream. They were balanced out. Breonna Jones had 18. Brittany Griner had 16. Alicia Gray, she had 17. Cannon had 14. And Ryan Howard had 15. So their starting five were balanced in double digits. But so it was a good game, 96-92. I'm glad to see the scoring up. The Raiders have been down, so we need some more scoring. We need the offense to click, because offense brings eyes to the TV screen. So and that's the scores around the W. Join us tomorrow for I guess post game for Wings and Mystics tomorrow night.
All right, we're gonna try this one more time and see can we get it to go. Here's the post game interviews.
Ball screening, coach drawing up plays for me, and giving me the opportunity to do that.
Hi, Paige. That half court, or not half court, that halftime right before that buzzer beater shot, was that the hope? Was that the spark? Was that the momentum that you feel like you and your teammates needed to go into that second half to get those to get the lead over Indiana a couple times there?
I think for the most part, a lot of our effort in the second quarter, undoing our very slow start, to cut it to 13 after we were down 23. That was just huge. We wanted to get it to as close as to 10 as possible. And then I think really the spark was that third quarter defensively, us locking in and really paying attention to the details of the scout, and making things as difficult as possible for them.
Paige, you talked about Kyrie being your favorite player. His game dribbling, the ball lane, shifting the mid-range game. How did you decide that was the right style for you when you were developing that game?
I want to be as unguardable as possible. And I feel like Kyrie is probably one of the most unguardable people to ever play the game. So that starts with scoring at all levels. So adapting the mid-range game was super essential for me in my game, and also being able to get to the rim, shooting from behind the 3-point line. So I guess just looking to be a three level scorer.
Enrique, this will be, you guys have a back-to-back, you'll be 700 game tomorrow, we'll travel. You spend a lot of energy making that comeback. How do you kind of refocus, get your body right, and get ready to turn it around and play less than 24 hours later?
Yeah, just recovery, what we always do after games, try to get some rest.
Nope, no better. Don't even worry about it, man. Just forget it tonight. It's not happening tonight. That post game interview. It's just not happening tonight. All right, man. So Kendrick said it. We'll be back tomorrow night.
I'm listening
Wings
to
take
CM
on
Punk.
the Washington.
I'm listening to CM Punk cut the greatest promo. He's basically imitating John Cena's Thug Life and rapping. It sounds clean dancing right there. That's what I was listening to. I'm sorry about that. That threw me off. CM Punk, John Cena,
Don't worry
Thuganomics.
about it. The audio is still choppy. Don't worry about it. But yeah, man. All right, so we'll be back tomorrow night. Apparently, when the Wings take on the Washington Mystics for the second time. Last time we ended up going to overtime and getting a hot L. Let's see, can we do better tomorrow night as they are. Kendrick, I don't know if you noticed or not, but as soon as that game was over, they had to rip the court up piece by piece and hurry up and get on the truck and get it back to the CBC so they can put it down for tomorrow night's game.
What time is that game?
I think it's a 7 o'clocker.
Okay. That's it. Yeah. It's gonna be a tough back-to-back, man. It's gonna be a tough. This is the first back-to-back the Wings have ever had. So it's gonna be a tough at 7 p.m. Like I said, this was a highly emotional game, a game that you had to spend a lot of energy, especially the energy in the building, especially coming back. But nobody's gonna feel sorry for everybody. Everybody have at least one or two back-to-backs this year, so nobody's gonna feel sorry for you. At least got it at home. So you don't have to move to a hotel or whatever. You sleep in your own beds. So gotta be ready. Rest up. Everybody not go out and go drinking. You know who you are. Rest up. Get ready for tomorrow.
Anyway.
Yeah, rest up. Get ready for tomorrow night because you got a tough Washington team coming in. The line starting off right now is Washington 2.5 point favorite. That's the starting line. That's the starting line going in right now. The Washington Mystics 2.5 point favorite in tomorrow night's game. They got a 65.7 chance. Excuse me. Yeah. Washington 2.5 point favorite starting off spread. So there you have it right there.
All right, man. So we'll be back tomorrow night, but until then, keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the stars. Always do what's best for business. If we don't see you around, then we'll see you around live tomorrow night when the Wings take on the Washington Mystics.
It's my new hat. Got my new hat, man.
I wish you guys nothing but best. The ceiling is the roof.